Let's see, what do we want to do? We want to do Misty's Long, Bony Road, or Superfuse Challenge Time. Start with this one. Yeah, I wanted to play the demo today. I just didn't get a chance to. 2 hours or so. Far away hill, Fisty thought saw someone. He waved and hoped one day they could be friends. Oh, look. A new species of gooball. It's not immediately clear if they are alive or dead. Probably polite to pretend we don't notice. The sign painter. 15 minutes? Huh. Okay. I mean, I didn't ask you if I could stream it or anything, because I thought about maybe streaming it. So I could always do that if that's something that you wouldn't mind. Yeah, I remember you were saying there was a Kickstarter. Not mean to attach that. Okay, cool. I'll install it tonight, and then maybe I'll play it on tomorrow's stream. It's not good. I'm gonna figure out how to get this up and off the ground. Oh. They just wait? Oh, they won't pop. Perfect. They're like supports. Where we gotta go? Oh, we gotta go pretty far. I can grab them again. Okay, okay. This is good. For sure. Alright. Let's... Probably should have put this one here. Well, certainly we pop some right here. Let's try that again. Dang it. How's it going, Red? How was your Conan run? Can't touch the ground at all. Try. Yeah, just too tired. I'm starting to get pretty tired myself. I got some errands to run in the morning, so I'm gonna have to. I started earlier so I could get a couple hours in before I needed to call it quits for the night. Brawls in a game, but they're basically slaves. You catch and use MP slaves in Conan. You can put them on a wheel of pain to break them, like Conan. Oh yes, one of my friends was telling me that you get like you got to get like weaponsmiths, I think, and stuff to make you stuff. Nice. I think it was weaponsmiths anyway. It's gonna probably end up breaking. Oh. Was it tough to get one? I feel like I should walk these guys down. Walk it down. Make like this. Let's try that. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Felt dirty, man. You go knock him out, then drag him to the wheel with a rope. Yeah, I do remember him saying that you gotta go do something crazy like that. Say drag him, but that doesn't work. I didn't start that off very well. Alright, let's just build straight up right away. Just so those are the support bounces the other way now. See, these ones are going to the top left. These ones are going to the top right. Hold that still for a moment while I Pushing outward. So you've been really enjoying Conan then? I mean, enough to keep playing it, I assume. Going great. I've not read any books, and the slaves thing is part of the lore, but I wish I could also RP as someone that gets them to follow me on their own will. Like Thulsa Doom has his cult of followers that would go so far as killing themselves. Yeah, that would be better, I guess, to give, like, get the option to do that instead of straight up coming up just getting slaves. I can see that. Is Frog to jump or anything? Said pineapple. You know what? I have a better idea here. Just gonna build low. Like this. There we go. Yes. Yeah, the grind. Yeah, those survival games are pretty grindy. It's actually what made me leave playing H1Z1 Just Survive. Because, so... Oh, I see. Achievements. So, part of the thing with H1Z1 was you... Oh, let's get that, loosen that up a little bit. Here. So you build bases, and in order to build bases, you have to chop down trees and get scrap metal. And so to get scrap metal, you'd have to go whack take a crowbar and whack a car, and it would give you scrap metal. The thing is you'd have to also go get the crowbars and the axes, and those would break. And so then once you get all that stuff, you can make your base, and bases take a lot of materials. And not only do they take a lot of materials, but everything else does too. So like so you have to loot the cities to get food. So you could also build stuff that gets you food, so you don't have to go and get it out of the cities, but you almost always have to go into the cities to loot. And the last server that we played on was kind of cool, because what ended up happening is all the big clans pushed off the small clans. So basically what would happen is you would get like 2 to 3 clans per city, and there was like 1, 2, 3, 6, maybe 8 to 10 cities on the map. And so basically you would go in and loot, and sometimes there'd be nobody around, but then sometimes other clans would be there, so you guys would be fighting in the town. And so that was my favorite part, was going in and looting and having to fight other clans to get materials. But you had to repair your base. It had to be repaired every day. And you had to repair like all the items in it. And we did farming, because in order to get bombs to raid other bases, you'd have to farm corn. So you need corn to make basically like gasoline, like diesel, like oils and stuff. Yep, that sounds about right. So what ended up happening is our clan was so big, we needed a lot of stuff to maintain. We had big base, we had a big base, big farms, but people would get tired of doing all the chores to upkeep everything. And what ends up happening is then people stop doing chores, or they just don't log on that day or whatever, and then somebody else has to make up for that. And when somebody else has to make up for it, it gets pretty ridiculous. Like, the farm is on a 12-hour cycle, so you would need to do it twice a day. And at twice a day, you are... Basically, I would do the farm 1 or 2 times a day, so every 12 hours. And it would take anywhere from 45 minutes to clear the farm, and then possibly up to another 45 minutes to plant. So planting, you have to actually put the seed in the dirt, like you would click and you'd actually put it in the dirt, and then you also had to fertilize it to make it grow faster, to keep it on a 12-hour cycle. So that ends up being an hour and a half job, possibly 2-hour job. Plus repairing the base was taking anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours as well. Don't forget that you also have to go out and loot to get food. You have to loot to get guns and ammo. So it would get mighty. Let's see, cross. Mighty grindy, very fast, especially if you're working in large groups with large bases. And you can split jobs up, but in the end, even if you split up the jobs and everybody goes off to do certain things, you end up having to basically you end up doing a small, so like if I did, let's say we also had to fill water bottles up so that we could drink them and then purify them. So let's say I'm the person going to get the water bottles. I have to get water bottles for, at one point we had like 25 people. So I'm getting water bottles for 25 people, and we also use water bottles to make explosives because you need the water to make the oil and so stuff. But what would happen is I end up doing that, and oh, this doesn't look good. This is scaring me. Whoops. What takes a minute to fill a water bottle, purify it, takes much longer, but you stick it in a barbecue and it does it by itself, basically. But you still have to fill it up and stick it in the barbecue. So each one takes like a minute. Not a minute. Maybe 25 seconds. But you have to drink multiple times a day in that game. It's not like you're just drinking 3 times a day. You're drinking like 3 times an hour, maybe 4 times an hour. Maybe every 15 minutes you need to replenish food and water, depending on if you're running, getting hurt by zombies, or getting shot by people. So it turns into super grind fest. This is not going to go well. I could already tell. Wonder what happens if I would let this go. I bet it would pull all the way back and just destroy us. What happens if I grab this one? Beautiful. This one might pop here. Yeah. So I totally get the that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped playing. That's why a lot of us stop playing is when you have like a core group of, let's say there's 30 people playing in the clan, and a core group of, 8, and the core group of 8 are showing up every day to do their chores. Like, it gets brutal. Dang. This one here this is a big problem right here. What happens if I pull that? No, the black ones don't, they can't be removed. Only the green ones can get removed. Two, 3, 4, 5. Come on. We're gonna get the minimum. I'll take it. I'll take it and run. I have to take ibuprofen again at 10, 12. No, I took it at 11. So I gotta take it again at 3. So I gotta take it again in an hour and a half before I go to bed. That only took 10 minutes 52. Oh, that was just for that run. Yeah, so that's why the clan kind of